Hello everyone, this is Anuprati Devnath, a trainee under Lexus & Company for the month of July. So as you have already watched the title below, what this video is all gonna be about. So let's get started. Now today I'll be talking about the mode of communication in a police complaint. So it says after the complaint is finalized, you should take 2 copies of the complaint. It's for your benefit only. The originally signed copy is for the police officer, while the complainant keeps the second copy. In an ideal manner, the complainant is sent to the concerned police office, as the case may be, to a station house officer, SHO or Assistant Commissioner of the Police, ACP, or Deputy Commissioner of the Police, DCP, or Commissioner of Police, CP. So always try to keep 2 copies. I suggest keep 3 to 4 copies for yourself. Maybe in what case for future use, if you even need it, because it's after all a case. You don't know what accident may cause like 5 years after, or if you ever need that case again. So if you have ever complained it, so 1 copy is not for enough. If 2 copies not enough, 1 for is the police station and 1 for is yourself. So better give yourself or Xerox it for 3 to 4 copies. The mode of communication that is preferred is that a complainant is received to the concerned police officer in person. Any complaint given to the police officer is noted down in their daily diary (DD) register. The formal receiving in the second copy is given after the stamp of the concerned police officer, along with the writing a DD number. The same will include the name and contact number of the investigating officer and the date and time when the complaint was received. So basically one will get registered in the DD if you are writing the complaint. So this DD stands for daily diary. Like daily diary means they will just constitute or they include their what complaint today has come. And this complaint will also be registered or also be further be signed, and all those process will be gone on for this any police officer or the deputy. So matter, like it will be checked what's the matter, and then it will be provided. The other modes of communication include speed post, courier or email. This is actually for the normal peoples, and lawyers can only be present there and file this complaint. Other than that, normal people can't, not even. They have to do a speed post specially, or any other posting ways. Even a call at the police station also amounts to police complaint and will be considered valid under law. So only written complaint will not be considered as valid. Oral complaint to the magistrate will also be valid. But over here we are talking about the police complaint. So if it's written and if it's orally, like through the phone call, it will also be included, and if it's orally to the police station, that will also be included. But later on the police will suggest you to write it in the paper. So no matter what, oral complaint is no matter to a police, like it's not a value to a police. Now the complainant of the informant should go to the police station that has jurisdictions over the area where the offence has been committed and report the offence to the officer in charge of the police station house office, that is SHO. And next comes, if the officer on duty is not available, then the senior most police officer available in the police station helps in the paperwork of filing a complaint or FIR. If the station house officer, SHO or the inspector is not present, then the sub-inspector or the head constable will be the officer in charge who will receive a complaint or FIR. So that's the thing. If the head of the police station, the SHO, is not present, then any other subordinate officer will get into your work. Okay. So hope you like this video. This was a very short and sweet video. Thank you.